Hey, it's Joel with Joel Speaks Out, and I have had kind of a bad day, really. It started out this morning with me not realizing it was my alarm that was going off, and David had to kind of punch me in the bed and say, "Hey, that's your alarm." And so I was like, "Oh," and I'm not a morning person. Got up, and then shortly thereafter was rudely disturbed as I was trying to have a nice peaceful morning by a neighbor of ours. Somebody comes to pick them up in the morning, and instead of going up to the door, they sit out in the car and they honk the horn incessantly, which has really gotten on my nerves, and I've asked them not to, and they just got smart aleck with me, and yeah, it's no use. So you just have to put up with it, I guess. And so that started, and then I went down and made my coffee, and I'm sitting on the couch drinking my coffee. Don't ask me how I did this, but somehow in the process of that, as I had been listening to some meditation music and doing a little meditating to start my day, I repositioned the phone in my hand and I dropped it in my coffee cup. There wasn't a lot of coffee in there, so it was just a split second. I got it out really fast and dried it off, and everything seemed to be fine, and I thought, okay, good, I didn't do any damage to it. So I went to the gym and decided to work out, and I'm listening to this great podcast while I'm working out at the gym, and all of a sudden my phone, it stopped, and I pulled the phone out of my pocket. Screen's completely black, no power, can't get the power up. Yep, it's fried. Can't do anything with it. The frustrating thing is I just spent $120 having the screen replaced on it because I had cracked the screen a while back, and finally decided to get it fixed this week, just like 2 days ago. And then I had to pay another $200 for the insurance to replace this phone, which will be arriving tomorrow. This is a really bad day. I'm feeling really bad about this, just like frustrated, and I'm upset about spending the money, and so I just had that feeling that the day's already getting past me. I'm watching my granddaughters later on today, and so I'm thinking this is just, I'm not going to get anything accomplished today. So I took a few minutes and refocused. So I put on some nice Native American flute music, and I have a candle that I really love the smell of it, and I decided I would light it. It has 3 wicks. One was for the mind, one was for the body, and one was for my spirit. And after I lit them, I just kind of went through some self-affirmations about who I am, about my body, about my mind, about my spirit, where I want to go, who I am, what I'm doing, just to kind of start all over again, and to be like, Joel, it's okay. It's really not that bad of a day in the grand scheme of things. And the great thing is I have choices. So I'm starting fresh today. It's a little late in the day, but I sat down after that and I thought about the 3 things I would really like to focus on today and try to get accomplished. And I'm okay if it doesn't happen. My goal in life is to proclaim a message of authentic living. And part of authentic living is knowing that sometimes everything doesn't go the way you want it to. It can really suck. And so today was kind of one of those days, so I thought, well, I always make these happy, cheerful videos. Why don't I make one that just talks about, sometimes life sucks. Sometimes bad things happen, and frustrations, and money problems, and all kinds of stuff come along. But we still have choices, and we can still rest in who we are. And so that's what I'm doing today, and I would love to hear from you as to what you do for self-affirmation and to combat having a really bad day. There was a book, I can't remember the title exactly, what was it, The Awful No Good Very Bad Day, something like that. So I hope you have a wonderful day and make good choices. Choose for it to be a good day, and when things start crashing down, maybe take a few moments and stop and do that self-affirmation. I used to spend time talking to myself in very bad ways in the mirror. Now I try to do the opposite, do very good things. And so I want you to do the same. I'm Joel Barrett, Joel Speaks Out. Find me on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, YouTube, and of course at joelspeaksout.com. You can also hear my podcast at True FM Online. And don't forget, I'm available to come and speak to your groups, organizations, and talk about my experiences with XK Ministry, Authentic Living. It's a message of empowerment, hope, encouragement, and I would love to speak to your groups. joelspeaksout.com.